different universities of applied science, they've come together and they decided to have this website where all the information about the international UAS exam can be found, and you can just go to this website and glance through to see what this entrance exam is all about. So prior to I think 2021, you students used to travel to different countries to take this exam because the exam entrance exam was in person. You needed to sit and write it, all right? So some would travel to Kenya, those in Africa, and other parts of the world to write these exams. Now everything is online, and the UAS exam is written once. Once in the sense that if you apply for 6 programs in universities of applied science, then you will sit for this exam just once. And this your result will be used in all the different programs. So for example, if I apply to 6 different programs in 6 different universities, and these 6 programs require me to take an entrance exam, I'm just gonna sit for this entrance exam once in February, and then they are gonna use it as a selection method for all my 6 programs. However, if I had applied for 6 programs and 2 of these programs required me to take an online course and an interview or a pre-task, to do a pre-task or a video interview, whatever selection method that they choose other than the entrance exam, then I'm supposed to do this online course and write the entrance exams, which means these 2 programs, I'm not going to use the entrance exam to evaluate me or to select or choose me as the candidate, or to give me admission, if I put it that way. So these 2 programs are going to use my online course and my interview to as a selection method. Okay, but the 4 other programs are gonna use the entrance exam because that's the selection method. All right. So I just want to make it clear that you write the entrance exam once. You're not gonna write 6 different entrance exams or 4 entrance exams. No, because this entrance exam, like I mentioned, all the universities, they've come together and they are using it as a selection method. Okay. So what is the structure of this exam? The entrance exam is in 2 parts. The first phase or 2 phases. The first phase is the writing part. So with the written part, what you're gonna do is you're gonna write in different sections. You can check the International UAS exam website for you to get more information about the structure. Everything is there. And the second phase is group interview. So with the group interview, you only get to the group interview after you've received your result for the first phase. So if you made it, then you're going to the second phase for the group interview. So with the group interview, you're gonna have it online as well. Now about camera being on or off. For the group interview, obviously you have your camera on. But for the writing part, you're not supposed to have there's no camera anyways. So you just sit behind your computer and you write. But for the interview part, you're gonna have um your video on. Okay, so they're gonna see your face and also check your identity through your passport. So that is why it's important. It was important for you to upload your passport because they needed to identify you. Okay, well, now I just want to make this clear about the online course or pre-tax. For example, your program requires you to take an online course. You've received information about this online course and you're wondering because I received an email and the person was like, Tabby, I applied to come study in Finland, but it's like they want me to study online. I'm like, no, this is an online course, which is a selection method for you to move to Finland. It's not like the whole program. Okay. So I just want to make that if you are wondering, like, oh, why am I receiving this email about studying online? It is a selection method for that particular program, which is an interview, which is an online course. And when you pass the online course, you're gonna go for an interview, which is online as well. And if you made it, then you receive your confirmation email stating that you've been admitted. That's when you start processing your visa, your residence permit to come to Finland. So it is an online course, not like the program is online. I hope that's clear enough. All right, so back to entrance exam. You guys have been asking about the sample questions, past questions. I should guide you. The truth is, if you've been here since last year, you know that I always love to give information that can be verified. When I talk of information that can be verified, is I don't just come and talk. All right, there are certain things I can't say in here because I don't want to be to be held accountable for just talking. So I don't have past questions for this entrance exam. I don't have it. And I'm not here just for followers, subscribers, and likes and views. I'm here to help you. And if I have a question, if I stumble on past questions, I'll obviously bring it here because I want to help you. Why will I know that, okay, there's, they have this past question somewhere and I don't tell you? So please stop asking me for past questions because I don't have them. Well, I had talked about sample questions from Hagahelia's website because that's the only document I've come across when it comes to sample questions for entrance exam. I talked about it in my previous video, and I'm gonna leave the link to these sample questions in the comment section and the description box. So please make sure you check it out. When I was talking about it, it was on the website, and then I went back and checked. I don't know what happened to it, but I couldn't find it. But thank God, it was down. I downloaded it, so I'm just gonna put it back here for you to take a look. And mind you, this is for business. This is not for nursing. And some of you have questions like, is the exam different from different programs? There are programs under healthcare that obviously, when it comes to mathematics, it will be like how to measure and stuff like that, measurement kind of stuff, which is like as a nurse, you need to measure drugs or whatever. I don't know so much about nursing. So that's how you'll be tested. So but for the business side, it's kind of differ a little bit. So you can just take a look just to like be sure of how the structure, how does it look and stuff like that. So there is mathematics, there is reasoning skills, there is English, because obviously you are not submitting IELTS or TOEFL or any Duolingo test for your English proficiency. So they will test it through this writing or an interview. All right. So these are the things you will see. I will still advise you to go back to the website. I'm gonna leave this website in the description box and in the comment section. Go to this International UAS website so that you get all the information. All right. One more thing I want to talk about is keep an eye on your email because you get more information about the entrance exam soon. I think some of you already have it, some you are still waiting. So please make sure you go through the instructions. Like I think with every exam, instructions are like they're the key. You need it. If you don't even know what you're supposed to do, you can't deliver, right? So because they'll give you information about when the exam will start, how to log in, and every other thing. So you need to go through the information that they've given you through this email. There is a pin, when you were applying we're filling your application form. I talked about this earlier. When you were filling your application form, there was a pin. They asked you for a pin, and that pin is very important for this entrance exam. So if you don't know what your pin was because you put it, they didn't give it to you, they asked you to put a pin. So you please check. If you can't find it, you can write the admissions officials to be sure. Like I don't know how to go about this, but that pin is very important and you need to know it in order for you to sit for this entrance exam. It's very important. Time difference. Make sure if the exam is 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. finish time, make sure you know the time in your country, your local time. Everything is online. You can search it on Google and They will tell you the time difference, and so that you know when the exam is supposed to start. So don't just sit and say, okay, 1 p.m. Then you're sitting, you're checking 1 p.m. in your country. 1 p.m. in your country is not 1 p.m. in Finland. So that is something that it looks like it's kind of like not important, but it's very important, because if you don't even know when the exam starts, you cannot sit for the exam. So please check the time difference. And the other thing, check when you can log in and write if you can use Chrome or other applications. I will advise use a computer, not your phone. Phone, it's not so good when it comes to you taking this exam. So please try. I know we don't have, but try as much as possible to use a computer for you to take this exam, because it will be more convenient than your phone. All right. So when would the results, for this first phase be released? Everything is on the International UAS exam website, and they will still send you an email. So after the first phase, that you'll be sent an email saying, oh, you've passed, and yeah, inviting you for the second phase, which is an interview, a group interview. During the writing part of it, you are not obliged, like, no, your video is not on, but during the interview your video has to be on, because they need to also verify your identity. So that was why you had to upload your passport, because they will use it to identify you. So what else? Now, just out of my own heart to you, please follow the instructions. Read the email. Any email you like, any email sent to you about entrance exam, make sure you spend more time on it. Make sure you know what this is all about. Spend more time on the website. Know the structure, know what the reasoning, what are they testing, because if you don't even know why are they testing me for my reasoning skills, then you will not even be able to figure out the answers. So read about these things. Know why they are testing your mathematical skill. Know why they are testing your English skills. Know what is required from you. And with these instructions, like it will help you seriously. If you take two instructions, you're already 20% into the exam. So instead of running and scrambling and looking for past questions, which I know I've not come across, and I've searched, I haven't seen them. So please, I cannot give you what I don't have. And I can't just go pick sample questions from somewhere and then I put it here on my channel. Please, this is my legacy. I don't want to stain it. So please don't follow something that's not authentic. Someone can just come out there and say, oh, past questions, sample questions for entrance exam, and then you just fall for it. Make sure you verify the past questions before you embrace it as entrance past question for entrance exam. I'm not saying because I don't have this past question. I have the sample questions, past question from Hagahelia's website. So I'm not saying I don't have, so nobody can have it. No, people may have it, but please make sure you verify the source, verify where it's coming from. Because I don't want a situation where you get these past questions and then you memorize everything, and then when you get into the exam, you're like, okay, you see something different, and you're all confused, psychologically discouraged, then you'll not be able to go through this exam and pass. So that's just my 1 cent, just my advice for you. Okay. So when we go through this first phase, I'll talk more about the interview. So please, you don't need to panic. This is just to test some of the skills. Just try to go through, especially when you see the sample questions that I'll post. Yeah, you can just take a look and say, oh, okay, these are some of the things that I know I may see there. This is the structure. I can go back and learn a little bit about this section of mathematics or this section of reasoning skills, and then check your emails, focus, pray about it, try your best to prepare, and God will see you through. Amen. Take care and remember, you can do this. God bless you. Bye.